This segment is sponsored by the Community Foundation of the Holland, Zeeland area. Local nonprofits are critical in creating a thriving community for all who live and work in the area. The Community Foundation, of course, supports that work. Mike Gorehouse is president and CEO. Patrick Sisler is executive director of the Lakeshore Nonprofit Alliance and Community Spoke. And both of these fellows are here to talk a bit about strengthening the nonprofit sector. Good to thank you for having us to Holland.
Thanks for coming to Holland.
Yeah, beautiful day. Okay, so let's talk a bit about this campaign. You have created a campaign to strengthen the nonprofit sector in this region.
That's correct.
Why is that so important?
Yeah, so we learned early on that in our grant making for projects, programs, and initiatives that the health and strength of the organization itself, not just the work they do externally with individuals in the community, but the health of the organization itself, how strong it is financially, its leadership, the capacity, those things matter. And they mattered as we made decisions as to where to invest our dollars. And so we felt compelled to spend resources to help organizations become stronger in their organizational capacity. And to do that, you need resources. So hence was born this Strengthening the Nonprofit Sector campaign.
And why is the time now so good?
Take that one.
Please.
I mean, personally, I think any time is a good time to invest in the nonprofit sector and the health of the sector. But I think now is a particularly good time because of what we just went through with the COVID-19 pandemic. We saw locally here our nonprofits stepped up in a major way to respond to job loss and childcare and housing and all these challenges, and they did it in a really admirable way. And what we looked at was the leadership, the level of collaboration and coordinating that response was so well done, and we say we played a role in that because we helped with leadership development. We helped foster relationships so that nonprofits were ready to collaborate when our community needed it most. So we kind of have a test case of what we're doing is working. So let's double down on that. Let's partner with the foundation on this campaign because investing in the strength of the sector is investing in the leaders and the boards and the staffs of these nonprofits. Our community wins.
Yeah, and ultimately investing in the community.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is a fundraising effort as much as it is let people know about this critical sector of our community. How much are you hoping to raise?
So the goal is 1.7 million, and the majority of that will be to endow the resources that we've spent on this work, but also to grow it as well. And I'll just add that the timing is right partially because of this guy here too. So he runs the Lakeshore Nonprofit Alliance and Community Spoke, and over those last almost decade now, the services they provide have continued to increase both in size but also effectiveness. And a lot of what happened these last 2 years has to do with the success of their organizations. So a chunk of these resources will go to support their growth and their capacity as well. And so the 1.7 million will allow us, combined with a renewed commitment from the board of the Community Foundation, we locked in $150,000 per year for the next 10 years to invest in this work. And so between the campaign, externally with donors, and the foundation's commitment, we're going to try to double the amount of resources we spend on this. And as long as he's doing his thing, that's going to translate into really meaningful impact in our community.
So when you talk about strengthening some existing programs and services, but also adding, what are you talking about? What are going to be the additions?
The thing I'm probably most excited about is doubling down on leadership development. So, for example, we have a year-long leadership program. We call it Lead 24/7. 9 executive directors spend a year together growing in leadership capacities. We can never meet the demand for that. And so we'll have the opportunity to expand that, invest in more executive directors, but not just executives. We hope to invest in the whole talent pipeline, get vice presidents and development directors and chief operating officers to grow in their leadership skills as well, and even looking all the way back to frontline leaders. So we have some programs in place. We're looking at exploring new and other leadership programs.
Well, I'm sure folks hear this and may want to learn more or perhaps engage, get involved in some way. And we want to let you folks know you can learn more at cfhz.org. And we will put a link to that on our site, 13onyourside.com. Thanks to both of you for the work and for inviting me to Holland.
Thanks for spreading the word.